Hey team, so I was recently asked if it is it better to run quicker or longer, and I think really both of these particular aspects of training are extremely important. If you're running quicker, you're going to improve your body's lactate tolerance. You're going to be able to handle running at faster paces more effectively, more efficiently. But also, running longer builds that endurance that you absolutely need in whether you're training for the 400 meter or you're training for a 50-kilometer race. So you have to build endurance. They're both very important. You have to run quick and you have to run long in order to run a very fast time. And for a lot of athletes, not all athletes, but most athletes are going after specific race times. So the key concept here is we want to make sure that we get that goal race pace to feel much more manageable and for us to be able to sustain that goal race pace longer than our competition. Because I know a lot of you, including myself over the years, you'll go out a little too aggressive in the early stages of the race and you really fall apart in the latter stages. And it's not because you don't have the capability to handle goal race pace. It's the fact that you simply probably have not run quick enough for a long enough period of time. I think the question of is it better to run quicker or longer is difficult to answer because both of them are necessary in order to produce a superior result. You have to run quicker in order to run faster times. But it's also important to do those VO2 max workouts or speed training workouts where you're running much faster than you're planning on running in your race. That will get your goal race pace to feel easier, but also running longer will toughen you mentally. You'll be running significantly further than your goal race distance, but it's just that time on your feet, building your endurance, burning fat, that really can go a long way. But it also ties into when you're running longer, you don't want to just run, like I talk about in other videos, it's real important not to run long, slow, and easy every single weekend. A lot of runners make that mistake. And sure, they're extremely fit, but when it comes time to race, they have issues holding race pace. Or even if they do go out too aggressive, because they didn't spend enough time running at quicker paces, they really have a difficult time trying to manage running fast splits in the second half of their races. So if you're running much quicker in training, the likelihood of you falling apart in the race will lessen because again, you've trained sufficiently at 85% up to 100% of your maximum heart rate for a significantly larger portion of your weekly training. So I think in terms of the question of is it better to run quicker or longer, I think they're both vital. Okay. I think running quicker will again make your goal race pace to feel much more easier and allow you to handle higher amounts of lactic acid buildup and help your body to clear lactic acid faster than it's building up. Because if you're just running long and you're still running too aerobically, you're going to have a very difficult time handling race pace intensities in the race. So you have to combine both of them. I don't think one is better than the other. I think they both have to be working together, coupled with your recovery in between each one of your quicker workouts versus your longer workouts. Okay. Again, the benefits of the hard training you're doing today is going to be seen several weeks, several months from now. Again, it takes 3 to 4 weeks for the body to adapt to any stress load you're placing on it. So you have to know that adaptation takes time and you can't just run quick all the time and expect your body to give you a very high return on your investment. So running quicker, running more anaerobically will help your overall goal race pace to feel more manageable as you adapt, and running longer, running more aerobically will help you to build your endurance, build your stamina, build your strength, overall strength. And you have to combine both of these together. But I don't think in terms of is it better to run quicker or longer, I think both of these particular aspects of training are equal. Okay. If you're just running quick all the time and you're not allowing yourself time to run aerobically and to recover from those hard workouts, you're not going to get any bounce back from all the hard training you're doing. If you're just running long and you're not putting in the track sessions and you're not doing the speed workouts, the fartlek workouts, hill repetitions, and you're just running long and easy, then all you're really doing is burning fat and building your endurance, but you're not really preparing yourself for race specific intensities. And so you have to combine both very fast, very aggressive VO2 max type workouts where you're running 95 to 100% of your maximum heart rate, along with easy, relaxed running, which is around 65% of your maximum heart rate, as well as doing those longer type workouts, the varied pace long runs I talk about, doing those every other week, not every week, but every other week. Okay. 1 week you run real easy, relax for that long run. The following week you run a varied pace long run where you're running a few of your miles or kilometers at goal race pace, or maybe 15 to 20 seconds slower than goal race pace. A few miles or kilometers at 10 seconds faster than goal race pace, and then back into easy, relaxed running. So that's a varied pace long run. So you have to combine them both. Okay. So if you really want to take your racing and to the next level, don't just focus so much on easy running. Okay. Or don't run too aggressive, too anaerobically, too often during your week as well. So there has to be a fine balance between running anaerobically and running aerobically throughout your week. But if you look at the very top middle to long distance runners, they're spending a higher percentage of their weekly volume, right around 30 to 40% of their weekly volume at around 85 to 89% of their maximum heart rate or faster. So of course they make it look easy. Okay. If you ever look at the Kenyans or top Europeans, top Americans, top runners on TV, they finish the race as if they didn't even run a race. It's because they've spent so much time training at very high intensities. Okay, so you have to run quick to get to a point where you can run from start to finish of your race at a very high level. Okay, but you also have to make sure that you're allotting sufficient time between those hard track workouts or those hard road intervals that you're doing. You have to allot sufficient time to recover from those hard workouts, and preferably that's anywhere from 48 hours to 72 hours between each one of your hard workouts. There were times that during my own build-ups for races where I needed up to about 72 hours of recovery before I could recover from those, and it usually came from the varied pace long runs I talk about. That was without a doubt the most difficult workout I did. It wasn't track workouts. It wasn't repeat miles. It wasn't repeat 2 miles on the track. It was that long run, that faster varied pace long run. And it was usually minimum of 2 days I needed, sometimes up to 3 days recovery after doing that particular type of workout. So running quicker versus running longer, I think they're both equal in terms of, is it better to run quicker or longer? You need to run quick if you're going to improve your ability to sustain race pace and to get that race pace to feel easier, but you also have to run long to get that race distance that you're aiming for, whether it's a 5 mile distance or a 10 miler. Get to a point, if you're aiming for a 5 miler or a 10 miler race, get to a point where you can double that distance for your long run, 10 to 20 miles. If you're doing a 5 miler, get to at least 10 miles for your long run, double the distance. If you're aiming for a 10 miler, get that long run out to around 20 miles or around 32 kilometers. That way, again, you've built that mental toughness because you've run significantly further and you've run longer in training to get your race distance to feel that much easier for you. So I hope that makes sense in terms of, is it better to run quicker or longer? If you like this video, share this video with friends, family, coworkers, people that you know that are interested in running or trying to get into the sport. If there's any other questions that I can help you all out with, feel free to reach out to me. I will definitely respond to you. Check out the resources below all of my videos. They're there to help you as well. And obviously on RunDreamAchieve.com, I have training plans, running courses, monthly coaching, and if you want to jump on a one-on-one consultation call with me, that option is there for you as well. So I hope this video, in terms of is it better to run quicker or longer, has been helpful for you. I will talk to you all in the next video.